everyone, welcome back to Fruition Garden. So today is the day I'm going to harvest my ginger. It is a beautiful, beautiful fall day today. However, we are going to get some freezing temperatures in the next week. So I'm going to go ahead and harvest all of this ginger. And I have my buckets here. I'm going to put the ginger in the dirtier one because I'm going to have to clean it anyway. And then I also have this one because I have some peppers and stuff that I noticed that I want to harvest as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video and I hope you all enjoy it. I'm going to start with this one right here because it's a little yellow and probably is not going to be that big. Let's see what it looks like. Oh my gosh! Look at that. That is actual ginger. That is so cool. And I can see that this skin is actually forming a lot better because I left it in the ground longer. So that kind of confirms my theory and my question that I had earlier of if I leave the ginger in the ground longer, will it form more of a skin? So I'm seeing like the kind of skin that I'm used to seeing, which is the dark brown or light brown skin. But that is so amazing. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. And I think I'm going to cut these stems off and then just kind of leave them here in the area to break down. So let's pull up another one. Let me put this one over here. Wow, I can't believe this. Let's see. Let's try this one. A little bit bigger. See how this one looks. Whoa. Oh my gosh. That is so beautiful. This is so amazing. This part kind of looks like the original, like the mother. Yeah, I think that's the mother, which you can still use, by the way. So this is all the new growth, all of the lighter rhizomes that you see. That's the new growth. However, you can definitely use the mother. They're still just as strong. So I'm going to continue to harvest this ginger, and then after I get everything from this section, I'm going to head over to my rows down there because I do have some random ginger just kind of sporadically planted over there. So this is so unreal. It never gets old. I used to think growing ginger was so hard, but now that I just decided to try it out myself, I'm realizing that it's so much easier than I thought it would be, and it's also very, very fun. It kind of is just as fun as like digging up potatoes because you just don't know what you're gonna get since everything is kind of happening under the ground. So I'm really, really glad that I decided to give it a try because it was definitely a great decision. Wow, look at that. Isn't that so beautiful? You can see like the mother one on the bottom and then all of the new growth just coming up. So amazing. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at the worm. See the little worm there? Thanks, little guy, for keeping the soil nice and healthy. No wonder this one is so big. Little worm habitat underneath there. This never got a chance to actually open, but I've never even seen it get to this stage, so this is pretty cool. Maybe one day I'll be able to see how it looks if they actually open. So that's like the flower of the ginger. Leave that there. Maybe the worms will eat it. So here is the ginger that I harvested from this area. This is what we have. So amazing. That is the last ginger. That is so incredible. I almost forgot. So I mentioned in one of my other videos that I suspected that there was some turmeric growing in this compost pile. This right here looks like turmeric, so I'm gonna harvest this and see if it's actually turmeric. So we're gonna find out together right now. This is how it looks. Very beautiful leaves. They kind of resemble banana leaves. I think it is turmeric, but it definitely needed more time to grow. Ooh, there's so many worms in there. I don't know if I don't know if I can get anything out of this because there's so many worms. I'm not sure if the camera is picking up on it, but there's definitely worms all throughout this turmeric. So I might have to just leave this one for them. See them poking their heads out? Looks like they made an actual home in here. Look at that right there. Another one. But that little piece right there, that's turmeric. That is so amazing. So if I can maybe take that piece off and try to save it, I can grow another turmeric from that rhizome, hopefully. So I think that's what I'll do. And I don't really want to squish any worms. So I'm gonna snap that off. I don't know if it's mature enough, but I wonder if I could like start a new plant with this that I could grow next year. Keep it dormant until the spring, like late spring, and then I'll plant it again. And this turmeric will probably grow a lot better because it's already used to this climate and this environment. So that's why I really wanted to save this piece. And I'm not going to mess with the rest of this. I'm going to leave it for the worms. Now I kind of want to bury it back in the ground because I wonder if it'll, by some miracle, survive the winter and then just continue growing in the spring. That would be cool. Just gonna go like that. Not the greatest job because I did it with one hand, but just like new, like nothing ever happened. But we got one little piece of turmeric. That's exciting. I'm gonna try to see if I can preserve it and keep it dormant and then grow it next year. So now that we've harvested all the ginger, I am going to spray this down, clean it up, have our little turmeric rhizome right here. It's gonna go in this basket. And I'm gonna take this one and just go around the garden and harvest some other random things that will not make it through this frost. I saw some green tomatoes earlier, so I'm gonna go back and grab those. Oops. Here they are. Take these off.